Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I've had a lot of people that have said, we love your channel, but you're just getting too repetitive. Well, when you lose 3 games in a row, and you see the same things over and over again, and you're just screaming from the top of the mountain about what they need to do different, I guess when you're losing, you just don't want to hear it. So it's all good. If I've lost some fans and things because of it, well, so be it. But I'm going to still do what I do. But tonight, friends, finally, at long last, we get to talk about the Cowboys getting a win. And it's been a long time since we've been able to give game balls away. Oh, my first game ball goes to Justin. Justin, man, you brought the mojo. That really looked like a different team that we had out there. Looked like we had guys that actually were playing for something, some guys that had some heart, some guys that played with passion, guys that played with anger and a sense of urgency. I got to tell you, that does not look like the same team that you saw against the Bears. That does not look like the same team that you saw against Buffalo. That does not look like the same team that you saw against New England. Let's be honest. That was some booty that we saw before. And tonight, hats off. I don't know what it was, who it was, or whatever. Jason Garrett. Okay. All right. So stop with this. You don't ever give Jason Garrett. Okay, I'm giving this. That's what I got for Jason Garrett. Okay. But we got game balls. Like I said, the first one goes to Justin. I'm glad that we could help Justin live this dream. And I'm actually worried about Justin too. This was a great thing that we were able to do for Justin, to have him live this dream and to go through. I wish I'm jealous because the time that he had. I mean, you saw him there with Chad Henning. You saw him there on the sidelines. You saw him with Joe Looney. I have yet to meet Looney Tunes and Michael Gallup and Blake Jarwin and things. He had the time of his life. But now, Justin's got to go back to his current situation. And I think we may need to figure out some ways to help him a little bit more with this situation. There's a lot of people out there that are in bad ways and bad shape that just need a little bit of help to get by and stuff. And I always feel that if you make it up the mountain, and I have not made it up the mountain, but if you make it up the mountain, it's your job to help pull the next guy up there with you. And that's all. I'm going to leave it right there for now. But as we talk about game balls, guys that changed the game, guys that made a major impact and were part of the reason for us winning, I got to say, I got to put Tony Pollard up there. Tony Pollard, oh my God. Tony Pollard was the change of pace back to the nth degree. Tony Pollard with 12 carries of the rock, 131 yards. Let me bring the camera closer. 131 yards. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. When you can run the ball like we did tonight, and we truly did, because you also got to put in there Zeke Elliott, 24 carries, 114 yards. Thunder and lightning. It was Batman and Robin. It was, I can't even think of other ones to describe it. But when you can run the ball like we did tonight, you're going to have great things happen. And they ran, and Zeke didn't do this. He didn't call for a break. He did not call for a break whatsoever. But he did his thing. You have to love what they did on the field. Between the two of them, it was fantastic. It was for the first time you saw the Dallas Cowboys trying to use all of their weapons. So they even used Tavon Austin in there a couple times. It gave the Rams fits because they couldn't have guys like Aaron Donald just teeing off on our quarterback. Our quarterback, power of 4. We got 44 points. The great thing was it wasn't all on Dak Prescott. He did not have to go out there and throw 50 times in a game. They had a balanced attack. This is what you want to have. You want to have your quarterback throwing when we need to throw, throwing and mixing in the run, mixing this up so it's literally, as I say, death by 1,000 cuts, making it difficult for the defense, not knowing where it's coming from. Dak Prescott, efficient game, 2 TDs, 15 to 23 passing, 212 yards. I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. I'm sorry, my air conditioning, my heating pump's coming on. It's actually cold out. But you get that kind of production on the offense and 44 points against the Rams, hey, things look a lot brighter than they did. I've got to give a game ball to the general, not the insurance company online, but Sean Lee. Sean Lee, who played like an old school player with blood all over his pants, this thing, just bleeding and wearing that blood like a red badge of honor. Getting an interception, something the Dallas Cowboys don't get many of. Sean Lee pulled one of those in. But wait, if you act now, there's even more from Sean Lee. He had 3 tackles, including a sack. That's right, a sack. He had more tackles and more sacks and interceptions than D-Law did. Yeah. D-Law, whose mama said, let your play on the field speak for itself. Shut your mouth. He shut his mouth. He got some pressures in there. 2 assists and tackles. We'll see where it goes in there. But all in all, the defense played great. And like I said, Sean Lee, who was questionable going into that game. Questionable. He did everything that you could ask a veteran to do. And while we're on this, because see, you got to realize a guy like Sean Lee knows after this season, I'm probably done. Except maybe coaching. I have to give everything. You know what? I can't depend on anybody else. I got to do this. I have to give every last bit that I have to this now. There is no tomorrow for me. I got 3 games left here. 3 games. My last opportunity for me to try and get a ring. And you saw him out there playing, injured, bleeding, giving everything he had. Everything. And whether you agree with him being back or anything like that, you have to give the man credit for that. And while I'm on there too, the old folks, and see, I'm one of them old folks too now. I'm old. I'm old for you too. I'm 54, okay? You guys see me get up from this fire pit. I'm staggering on over here to turn out the lights and stuff because I'm old. But don't sleep on us old people. Because Jason Witten, he got the one-handed touchdown catch. He didn't have a whole lot of numbers, but you could see him giving everything that he had for this team, this last chance, this last opportunity. And along with that, we got also look at Blake Jarwin, who had some key passes and key guys. I need a bag full of balls. I need a bag full of balls. And somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of numbers in there, but you got to say has some heart. Playing, beat up, injured, with two separated shoulders. Jeff Heath, a guy that I didn't believe in. Uh-oh, we're running out of fire. Uh-oh, are we running out of gas? We're running out of gas. I need to wrap this up. A guy who I didn't necessarily believe in and said needs to be replaced. I'm talking real fast because the fire's going out. The fire's going out. The fire's going out. Okay. Jeff Heath, playing with 2 separated shoulders, diving on the ground, rolling around, things that near mortal people cannot do. But he is out there in pain, hurting himself for the team. You got to love the fact that he is giving his all. I'm happy. I'm feeling better today that we didn't just sneak out a victory, that we shredded the Rams, that we made Jared Goff look like a fourth-round draft pick quarterback and Dak Prescott looking like a first-round draft pick quarterback. When you have all these guys, one more. We got to give a little bit to the kicker. It was nice for once not having missed field goals. Now he did kick the ball out of bounds twice. I didn't like that, but the fact that he hit a 50-yard field goal, which is something he normally does not do, is not capable of doing, he acted like he wanted to keep a job. Now I got to tell you though, you know who he reminds me of? You ever see the movie The Replacements? The kicker from The Replacements? Ole, 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 ole. Just give the man a cigarette. He passed for it. I'm telling you. So that's where I look at this. That, as Jerry Jones says, you know, this is a confidence builder here. We needed this win, and we needed this win this way. And I agree. Because now you see the 49ers lose to a garbage-ass team in like the Atlanta Falcons. Wait, you mean they're not invincible? Huh. Wait a minute. I know the trolls, the haters, I'm sorry, we lost the Eagle fans. They were there at the beginning of the live stream. But when the Cowboys started playing, they scattered like cockroaches. I know people will say, Cowboys got no chance, you know, their season is done. But you know what? It just depends on what team shows up. If the Dallas Cowboys play a complete game, have their heart, soul, and literally put their bodies on the line, if the coaches take off the training wheels and don't hamper what they're doing, when they use all of the weapons that are around there, you got a chance against anybody. And that's what I'm going to leave you with tonight. And let you know, Hate Week starts tonight, and Philly 500, brother, I'm coming for you. You talking about Carson Wentz was clutch against the Washington Redskins? Buddy, that's a garbage team. Just like the New York Giants last week, and just like the team you lost to the week before, the Miami Dolphins. But brother, you can best believe that the Dallas Cowboys, that defense, that quarterback of mine, woo, we're coming for you, brother. We're coming for you. Now I'm going to turn out the lights, because this party's over. I'll see you first thing in the morning with Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys. Woo!